Our topic today is all about completing the square. And solving the quadratic equation by using the completing the square, we have the rules. Rule number 1. Transpose all terms containing the unknown to the left side of the equation, leaving the constant terms on the other side of the equation. Rule number 2. If necessary, divide every term of the equation by the coefficient of the x squared term so that the equation will be in the form of ax squared plus bx equals c. Then rule number 3. Take half of the coefficient of x, square it, and add to both sides of the equation. Rule number 4. Extract the square root of both sides and place a positive and negative sign before the square root of the right side member. Then rule number 5. Solve the resulting equation. Then the last rule, number 6, check the equation by substituting the roots in the given equation. Okay, example number 1. Okay, x squared negative 8x positive 7 equals 0. Then solution. X squared negative 8x equals negative 7. Transpose positive 8 to the right side. So we have positive, it becomes negative. Then next, we have x squared negative 8x positive 16 equals negative 7 positive 16. How to get positive 16? 1/2 of 8 is 4. Then, the square of 4 is 16. Then, equals negative 7 positive 16. Then, we have x squared negative 8x positive 16 equals 9. So, x squared negative 8x positive 9 is a perfect square trinomial. Perfect square trinomial. Then we have the factor of x squared negative 8x positive 16 is x negative 4 and x negative 4 equals 9. Then we have x squared open quantity x negative 4, then closed quantity squared equals 9. Then after that, extract the square root of both sides of the equation. So we have the square root of x negative 4 is x negative 4. Then the square root of 9 is 3. So we have positive and negative. Then find the first element. The first element we have x negative 4 equals positive and negative 3. So we have here x equals 3 plus 4. X is equal to 7. 7 is the first element. Then for the second element, we have x is equal to negative 3 plus 4. Then add. So we have negative 4 plus positive 4. So we have here positive 1. Positive 1 is the second element. Okay, so we have the example number 2. X squared equals 7x negative 12. Then we have here the solution. So x squared negative 7 equals negative 12. Then x squared negative 7x. Then we have positive 7 over 2 squared. Then we have equals negative 12 plus open quantity 7 over 2, then closed quantity squared. So, you may ask question why we have 7 over 2. How to get 7 over 2? That is 1/2 of the second term. 1/2 of the second term is, so 7 times 1, that is 7. Then 1 times 2 is 2. So we have 7 over 2 squared. Then equals negative 12 plus open quantity 7 over 2, then close quantity squared. Then we have here x squared, negative 7x, then positive 49 over 4. The square of 7 is 49. Then the square of 2 is 4. Then we have equals negative 12, positive 49 over 4. Then next is x squared, negative 7x, positive 49 over 4 is a perfect square trinomial. So we have the factor x squared, negative 7 over 2. Then we have here x, negative 7 over 2, then equals 4. Then, how we obtain 1 over 4? Okay, so we apply our knowledge in addition of fraction. We have dissimilar fraction. Okay, we have here, okay, 12 plus 49 over 4 over 4. Then, find the less common denominator. 4 divided by 1, 4. Then, multiply it by 12. So, we have 48. Then, plus 4 divided by 4, 1. Times 49 is 49. So, the sign is negative, negative 48. Okay, so add negative 48 plus positive 49. So, we have here 1 over 4. So, we have 1 over 4. Okay, then simplify, no? Okay, we have, okay, extract the square root of both sides of the equation. Okay, we have the square root of x squared, negative 7 over 2, then equals the square root of 1/4. Okay, the square root of x squared, negative 7 over 2, that is x, negative 7 over 2. Then we have the square root of 1 over 4 is 1/2. Then after that, okay, so find the first element, x, negative 7 over 2 equals 1/2. Then we have the first element, so 7 over 2, then we have plus 1/2. Okay, so we have 7, okay, so x is equal to add, then 7 plus 1, 8 over 2. Therefore, we have the first element is equal to 8 divided by 2, so we have here 4. The next, okay, let us solve the second element. The second element, we have x, negative 7 over 2 is equal to 1/2. Okay, then we have, so x is equal to 7 over 2, then minus 1/2. So we have here x is equal to 7 minus 1 is 6. Then 6 divided by 2, so we have the second element is 3. For number 3 example, x squared, negative 2x, negative 2 equals 0. Then we have here the solution. So x squared, negative 2x equals, we have 2, positive 2. Transpose negative 2, it becomes positive. So we have x squared, negative 2x, positive 1 equals 2, positive 1. So this equation, you have to add 1 both sides of the equation. So we have here 1. Okay, so x squared negative 2x positive 1. This is a perfect square trinomial. Then we have the factor. The factor of x squared negative 2x positive 1, that is x negative 1 closed quantity squared, then equals 3. Then after that, okay, so extract the square root of both sides of the equation. So the square root of x negative 1 is x negative 1. Then equals, so the square root of x, the square root of 3 is equal to positive and negative the square root of 3. Okay, so 3 is not a perfect square. And then for the value of the first element, we have x negative 1 equals positive 3. Then transpose negative 1, it becomes positive. So the first element is x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 3. Then, for the second element, we have x negative 1 equals negative the square root of 3. So, we have x is equal to 1, then we have negative the square root of 3. Our activity for week 3 and Math 9, solve each equation by completing the square. Then write your answer in a yellow pad paper.